Hey! Yeah, so yeah, what are we even gonna talk about today? Let me see what we've got here. Oh, let me inform the guys when we'll be ready. We can start. Let's inform the guys on the platforms that we're live. Yo, 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 are you around? Uh just come closer and get ready for the live show because it is about to go down. First check on Facebook and make sure that it is very cool. Oh yeah, it's let's see the display on Facebook. All right, it's good, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, can you see this?
Whoa.
It's good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me listen. If the audio is fine. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Can I introduce you into some conversations about child support?
Let me see. Why I can't hear the.
Oh no.
Why isn't there? Let me check on this phone.
Send me a link and I'll send it to my mama. She'll probably love to see me talking.
Really?
Send me a link right now. I'll send it to my mama. She's probably just waking up right now.
She likes to see you talking, yeah?
Yeah. I just please watch the swearing. I just feel bad for my mom. She doesn't like swearing.
Okay, let's just do this. I also want to, hey, if you're tuning in, just settle down. We've got a lot for you on this particular moment, yeah? Let me see if I could instead copy but the link and then I send it to you on WhatsApp. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, bro.
I'm already subscribed. Why would I?
I mean, you have to. You have to. You should.
No, send me a link real quick, and I'll send me a link on WhatsApp real quick.
Yeah,
and I'll send it to my mama.
Sure. Sure. Here you are. I didn't. I'm still struggling to verify that audio thing. I didn't hear the audio from the. I didn't hear the audio from my phone. Let me see. It's very important to verify the audio
Good
first.
discernment.
All right. It's very important to verify the audio first before we continue rolling. Let me go to VPN. Oh, we've got 2 people online already. Are you the one? Maybe
Hey! Hi, people. Can you hear me? My name is Tim Mabry. I'm from the United States of America, and I'm with Don Franco.
Yeah, your boy.
Yes, I'm with.
Always on the spot. Yeah, always there for you.
Yep. I'm with the man, the myth, the legend, and this is Don Franco.
Yeah, if you are tuning in, don't forget to tell us where you are tuning in from. Let's hear from here. Don't forget to tell us where you're tuning in from because we've got a lot for you. Cool, right?
Okay.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very edition. And as we continue with the progress of our channel, my name is Don Franco, and beside me is Tim.
Hey.
And today we want to share with you, and we want to be talking about fatherless kids. I want to take reference to the situation of child support in the U.S. We want to try to see how we can digest that and find out the best puzzle which can permit kids to grow up in very good conditions with their parents not being used as a medium of exchange of violence and commercialization and all the personal interest from the different parents. So, on this edition, you're very much welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you are watching us at this moment, please do consider to share our video.
Share the link, please.
Share the video. Share it. And we are waiting for your comments. Yeah.
And happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, okay. So that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a nice one. Yeah, bro, we want to talk about child support. Do you even know the definition of that? How do they define it? And wait, maybe look in a dictionary or
yeah, good idea. Or look it up on Google.
Yeah,
Google. It's a very useful website. I mean, yeah, I think 95% of the planet uses Google for everything.
Yeah, let me ask Bing.
Bing. That's stepping up there, man. Bing. Oh, you got Bing. Oh, Bing.
Bing. It's like Bing. Let me Bing.
Oh, how about DuckDuckGo? Did you try DuckDuckGo? I mean, I'm being serious. There's a website called DuckDuckGo that has better search results than Google and possibly Bing.
Really?
I'm telling you, it's called DuckDuckGo. If I'm not serious,
I didn't hear that before, though.
It's called DuckDuckGo. I'm telling you.
Okay. So let me read the definition of child support.
Okay, go for it.
So we can scrutinize it, find out really what is child support. All right. Child support is money paid by one parent to the other parent for the purpose of providing financial support to a child or children. Most frequently, child support is paid by the non-custodial parent to the custodial parent, but this is not always the case. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so I've heard the word custodial and the non-custodial, and it shows that it's kind of an amount of money that one of the parents of the kid has to pay to the other one to take care of the kid. Like the one who is in possession of the kid should expect the other one to give some money in the name of child support.
Exactly.
And in most cases, women are the ones that mostly keep the kids here. So I want to ask, like, have you seen a woman before?
Yes, I've seen a woman before. All the time.
I mean, yeah. All right. So I mean, like, have you seen a woman before paid child support to, like, for example, a case of divorce, separation, or something, and the man is the one keeping the children? Have you seen a woman pay such child support before?
No. Not that I can think of. I've only seen videos of men being ripped off by the system.
Take it easy, bro.
Sorry, let me just breathe.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about how we're going to be talking about how you can avoid child support and, most importantly, give the women security in the world around them for peace to reign.
Peace to reign.
Let me tell you something. A woman, no matter the meaning, the insult that we give her, remains the mother of humanity.
The mama of humanity.
If the woman decides not to give birth, the world ends. And so, on this channel, as one of our editorial policy, we want to try to see how we can improve the situation of the woman in the world.
Yes.
Especially the black woman.
Yes.
And we want you to accompany us in this journey, because it is going to be a long one.
I can have a long one.
That so many women are going to feel touched and definitely feel more happy. So on this particular day today, where we'll be talking about how we can avoid child support,
yeah.
And how we can give more security to our women to love us and for life to be more comfortable in our environment.
Yes.
It is part of our contribution.
Yes.
To see into it that the female gender is not used as an object. Bro, how do you think the society perceives a woman? I want us to talk a little bit about this. How do you think, in a general perspective, how do you think like the society perceives the woman? Do you think like the society actually respect the woman? Do you think that the society actually gives the woman the respect that she deserves?
Man, I don't want to go on a rabbit trail. I don't want to mansplain. I just, it's so much you can say with this question. There's so much you can just elaborate on this. This is so much you can go. I don't even know where to begin with this one. I mean, in society that we have, yes, we live in a very nice society. We have women. I mean, I think women nowadays are being, I guess, are actually have more opportunities than ever in history. But yet they're still lacking some, with some rights. I do believe there's men do fear women, and it's quite evident. And I do believe that women are very valued in this society, but they're still being mistreated. And I would say not too big things, but they can be turned into big things. But again, that's just my opinion. I think women in general, actually, you know what? Scratch what I just said. Depends on the country and the context, because some women are being used as objects. In the West, we see like in pornography, in films, businesses. In other countries, we see them for like, family, family relationships. Some just for sexual objects and sexual pleasure. So in a sense, women, unfortunately, in all forms of society have been objectified, and men have either done their best to protect women, objectify them, or they've just kind of misused women. Now women either have a limited amount of trust in men nowadays, but with hope, with the advancement of society, I truly hope that we can somehow come together, both men and women, mommies, daddies, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, fufus, and ayis can work together, and we can build a society where we keep the man at the head and the woman at both sides of the spectrum, because we need each other. We need each other. We don't need to separate each other. We need to respect women, and men need to respect women and themselves in order to keep our society together, because we need babies. We need mommies and daddies and people to take care of these babies. And so I believe women, we need to treat our women well and respectful, starting with ourselves. We need to not take our frustrations out on women, other men, but we need to respect ourselves in order to be able to respect other women and other people in general.
Yeah, you are really right on point, and it really disgusts me. You just mentioned pornography. In so many pornographic movies, you see the faces of the women exposed, and the men are not. They are literally used as objects. I don't know how to say that, but sorry if I hurt anybody's emotion.
You hurt my emotions.
I think something could be done, like more in a more professional way. Maybe they could disguise their faces when they're acting those movies, or if they have to expose all of them, they should expose all the partners. I don't know if there is any kind of special treatment that is given to a man. I think that that masculinity is so dominating in all aspects of the society, which I really don't love. Women, the way I perceive women, they are victims of the systems of the world, and they're so ignorant about that. They are very ignorant about their situation. So most of them actually, they don't even know they're victims, and they are being used by so many systems of the world and also the society at large. And those of them who, in most cases, do not have the opportunity to grow in decent families, they have to struggle. They face different types of problems. The first problems is that of not being able to be catered for by the parents and the injustices in the society. It becomes very complicated to talk about these things, but on this particular show today, where we want to be looking into how you can avoid child support, and make sure that the woman feels secure around you, is because this phenomenon of child support that we talk about it as if it's a joke. I've watched so many online videos. There is this program that is called the DNA Court, where so many families, so many friends, so many couples, divorcees, they go there to debate and to get the DNA of the kids tested to be sure if XYZ is the right father of the kid. And sometimes it's very crazy. You see a lot of things on that. So that's why we are talking about this today.
Yeah.
So, what idea do you make from child support?
Oh man, I feel like it's a hard lesson, a hard lesson, man. Like it's you.
Oh, young Victor, welcome to the live.
We got one like. Oh, nice.
Yeah, come
one
on,
like so far.
Give a message. Just send a text, bro, and let's show you on the screen, and also make some little advert about you. Young Victor is a very good friend of mine. He's a businessman. He is also a fitness coach.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's a very tough guy. I wish you could just say a word or just a message in the platform for our followers to also see him in person. So we are talking about how to avoid child support and reduce the rate of fatherless children in and around the world, and also make a woman feel more safe, feel more comfortable around men. So far, so good. In so many generations, even in the days of, I don't want to hurt somebody's, even in the Bible, have you really seen enough being mentioned as far as woman is concerned in a positive way? Like, have you seen a woman being mentioned in a positive way in the Bible?
Of course, there's plenty of women. Of course, Esther.
Tell me a little bit of her story. Who was Esther, by the way?
Esther, she's in the Old Testament. This she was in the time of when the Israelites were in exile. And Esther, she actually was pretty much a intercessor for the people of Israel because they were occupied by, if I'm not mistaken, the Persians. Yeah. And Esther was, first off, she came off, she was a concubine, but then she married the king of Persia, and she helped the Israeli people, the Hebrews of that time, be able to get their land back. And yeah, she used her life, basically she sacrificed her own life in order for her people. Ruth, she could have married a much handsomer man, but she chose the handsome. This is another person that actually she's the mother of a very important prophet, Samuel, if I'm not mistaken. And again, basically she made a sacrifice for her nation in order for a important prophet to be made. So basically, yeah, women are, of course, all over the Bible are they're all
yeah, you're talking, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go on. It's fine.
And all over the Bible, there are plenty of people who have been plenty of women who have been heroines of the faith, like the Lord of the mother of our Lord. She bore our Lord and refused, and we have our Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, women all over the Bible. Again, they were obviously going through things, but they still persevered, like the many men of the Bible as well. Um, yeah.
Yeah, the reason why, yeah, welcome everyone. Please leave a comment. Let me check the comment section and see if somebody has sent a comment so far. Not yet. So, the reason why I asked this question is because I really want us to digest some of these issues.
Mhm.
I don't really think even in the Bible a lot has been mentioned about the woman. I just feel like they talked about the story of Jesus Christ and all that, the birth of
Have you? When's the last time you read the Bible, buddy?
no, I'm not. I mean, like, I don't mean
Mhm.
she hasn't been mentioned, but I just want to think that even from way back,
Mhm.
the woman has never been taken seriously to a certain extent. Even leadership, they talk about kings, and well, there are some queens and all that. But the point that I'm trying to make
Mhm.
is that it is high time we give more
Mhm.
consideration to our female gender.
Okay.
This is very important for the survival of the humanity.
Yeah.
The societies are going crazier now because the pressure has increased on the women. Basically, they are the ones that actually give the education to our children.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Men don't do that. Men don't have the time.
Mhm.
We're so busy at work.
Yeah. True.
Women are the ones who are educating the society. And if they are being put in this kind of a tight corner
Mhm.
with too much pressure, then we are breaking the society.
Mm.
So, what's your opinion on this point? I think, I don't know if I'm making a point, but I think that women need to be given a lot of consideration because they are the ones that assure the education of our kids. They are the ones that assure the continuation of the generations, right? They are there. I mean, like, they bear the kids, they take care of them, they at all levels. And men think that what they can do just to come give money, deposit the baby, and go. So, but yeah, that maybe that's how things were done. But I think, besides that, the woman needs to be given a lot of considerations. She is like an angel.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, you want to make sure you have a wedding. If you're going to marry, if you have a girlfriend, you should look to try to get married to her because you don't want to keep her waiting. But that's kind of like a different topic. But anyway, yes,
Yeah,
women are
brings
very important.
yeah, that brings us to our topic. We were just on kind of intro to our topic: how to avoid child support. Oh, hi, Siona. Oh, let's show her comment. We have Siona, Siona from Facebook. She says that women should be educated on what to do when the father of their child or children refuses to take their responsibility. Most women don't know the necessary steps to take, and the the women end up the women end up taking up the responsibility. This is a very good point. What do you think?
I mean, I would agree. Yeah, women need to be. I mean, it's quite difficult because there's no one else. There's no male figure in that woman's life, and unfortunately, it's like all the baggage of the man has to go onto the woman's back. And I mean, it's sad, and I wish that doesn't have to happen to the woman, but it happens. I mean, woman, she has to be the man. She has to have the additional, she has to be the muscle, she has to be the worker, and she also has to provide the nurturing. And it's quite a wrestle because what if the guy dies? Or, oh, my bad. What if the guy dies or cheats on them and leaves? The woman has to be able to, like, care for the child because the child, I personally believe, is heavily influenced by the woman, with the side of the man, I would say the salt of the man, not the insult, but the salt, so for example, illustration: the woman is the French fry, the man is the salt. In order for the French fry to taste good, so basically, if you guys heard anything what I'm saying, it's difficult. Like, yes, the woman needs to be educated, like, to be able to know what to do when when the man isn't there, I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard. It's a hard. I would say it's like studying for almost like rocket science. Well, not rocket science. Maybe like if I were to use like an illustration for using a particular class, I would say it'd be like studying biology. You know, the information is it's difficult, but it's digestible to learn.
So the woman is the backbone of the society. Okay.
Oh wait. Which bone? Which bone of the backbone? Because there's many backbone. We have many bones in our backbone.
No, when they say backbone, she's like she is the main support system that ensures that the society is under good condition. It doesn't really mean like we're referring to the bones in the body.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think? Do you think that the woman is given her place in the society? Don't you think there is a lot of kind of over consideration of masculinity in and around the society? I'm not saying that is bad, though. Who am I? Am I crazy to even say it's bad?
No, I never said. No, that's not what I'm thinking.
Crazy.
I'm not even saying yours is bad. I'm just I'm just thinking about the no. Masculinity, I think it's a good thing. I think femininity is a good thing too.
Yeah.
For male, masculine, women need to be feminine because But anyway, I'm just thinking about like I just feel like society. There are like different cultures where women are mistreated. I think in the West, women have more of a voice rather than in like the East, like where women don't really have much of a voice. But it's quite interesting though, if you look at like how life is constantly progressing, it seems like just like women seem to be more departing from men and men are slowly departing from women. And we need more unification because I apologize as a man. I wish we could be more, doing a better job as men because, like.
Okay. All right. So cool. Now let's talk about the main subject. How can we avoid child support? Now, the situation. Okay, let me. One of the reasons why this topic is brought today is because, like I said, I told you right the other time. There is this paternity cord where I've been watching recently, and I see cases where girls come in and they claim that some men are the biological fathers of the kids. In some cases, it works. In some, it doesn't. In some, they don't even know. They don't even know who the real father of the kid is because I've seen situations where one girl comes in with two men and they do the test and none of them is the biological father. I've seen cases where a girl will come in with two men and the biological father is not, his name is not written in the birth certificate, but the which kind of the legal father, like a girl can get pregnant, right? And say, oh, you like she was maybe flirting with two men. She was like, oh, I'm pregnant for you, and she also turned to this one, I'm pregnant for you. So what happens at the end of the day? She will like the other one. She gives him the legal paternity. So he gives him to write his name and sign in the birth certificate of the baby. And this other one who is biological father, maybe she doesn't even talk about it to the real guy. And then in the middle of the thing, she's like starts suspecting the one who signed. She was like, oh, I think you might not even be the biological father of my kid. Let's go to the hospital. Let's go do some DNA. And then she'll go back to I think you might be the biological father of my kid. Let's go to DNA. And at the end of the day, what happened is, I've seen several cases where one kid has two fathers. One has been taking care of him or her, and the other is the biological father. Some cases, the biological father is not the one that has been taking care of the baby, and at the court, he will be asked to go in for child support. The one who is not the biological father, but because he signed the birth certificate, is also being asked to pay the child support. So one kid, two parents, two child support.
Sounds like
one kid, two fathers, two child supports. There's another comment coming in. So it becomes so difficult to solve this kind of a thing.
It does.
I have seen cases where men were imprisoned. We just talk about it behind the scenes. Yeah, women were imprisoned because they didn't pay child support for children that they weren't their biological fathers. And it was after a long time that they discovered that they were not the biological fathers of these kids.
Shame.
No, it is shame. It's cool. Okay, so let's read this message from Miranda. Yeah, she's one of the members of the organization. I'm going to introduce them to you as time goes on.
Cool.
So she said it's very true. Women are suffering a lot. Yeah, women are suffering a lot. During wars, women are the victims. Even in traditional family setups, women are the victims. How many of them are being forced to get married? How many of them take care of the kids, sisters, the parents, the elder ones? How many of them stay back at home for the boys to go to school? How many of them are not even able to take care of themselves? Just countless, yeah? So how can we, in your opinion, Miranda, how can we avoid child support? How can we reduce the rate of fatherless children on?
Can I share one point really quick? I just want to one basic point that I think even Miranda, I think she knows as well. Just oh, thank you.
This is from Miranda.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, basic point. Keep it in your pants.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
for the men,
keep it in your pants, bro.
I think the man, to be honest with you, us men, including myself, let's all learn to just keep it in our pants. Let's be, even if the girl is, like, I'm gonna throw a G word, the girl, right? Okay, so let's say the woman, is being kind of seductive, but for a fact she wants to go the extra step with you, bro. What you gotta do, man, is you gotta do power over the what. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say no. No, because man, keep in mind, great power comes great responsibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, bro, keep it in your pants and make sure she's the right one before you, and you know what I'm saying? Incubate. You know what I'm saying? So make sure she's the right one. Don't just, be at a party one night and just be partying. Y'all start kissing, and then 2 weeks later she tells you, "Hey, so I might have your baby." You know what I'm saying? So. I think the first rule of fixing child support problem is keeping it in your pants until marriage or finding the right one. Now, the right one isn't always easy. I'm not going to tell you. It's easier said than done to find the right one. But keep it in the pants. That's, I think, the number one rule of fixing child support. Keep it in your pants. But I digress. I could be wrong. But yes, Fiona. Wait, what's her name? Rachel?
Yeah, Siona.
I was completely off. Siona, what do you think?
Yeah.
Am I just full of hot air? What's your thoughts?
What did you say? To put it into the pants, bro? Is it gonna be possible? Is it easy? I mean, these things. We should speak out, and I just feel like we really need to be real. It's very hard.
It is hard
for a man. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's very, very hard for a man to zip up. Zip up, bro. Zip this thing up. If you can't take care of kids, don't do it.
You know what? I want to make a shirt that just says child support. Literally, just to remind myself that, you know what? I'm gonna wait until I meet the right lady. I'm getting old, but I'm still gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait to meet the right girl, because you know what I'm saying. You don't want the wrong girl. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get the wrong girl, then you're gonna raise the wrong child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you meet the right lady at the right time. Because some girls, I'm saying, girls, thank God for women. Because some women actually, yes, they may reject you, but they're doing you a favor. You don't know if you get rejected or even flaked by a girl in text messaging. They are doing you a favor. You don't know what their personality is. You don't know if they got sexual disease. You don't know what their agenda is. So they may be doing you a favor when they reject you. So just keep that in mind, my fellow men. But as women, hey, women out there, keep challenging men. Please stay, but don't play mind games. Please just challenge them in a healthy, fun way. You know what I'm saying? Don't play mind games, because those guys, we got problems of our own. So
Yeah. So Miranda is let's show her point. Miranda is asking like, what actually the topic of today? The topic of today is
child support.
How can we avoid child support? And secondly, how can we actually reduce fatherless children and make a woman feel more comfortable in her environment? This is the topic that we're talking about, and we're just doing, first of all, some brainstorming. And one first point that have been scored by team is that let the boys zip up if they are not ready to take the responsibilities. Zip it up, all right? And you stay. All right, so that's it. So let us give some cheer ups for that point. Okay. So yeah, it's really easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, for me, I think like there is a lot of artificial environment that has been created between a man and a woman where there are a lot of fantasies which are not real, which are more elusive than real.
Elusive.
And sometimes, like, what I'm trying to say is the dating environment is not real. It seems like it's not real. Like, so many men go into women just to play. So if you are going into play, be aware that play can have big consequences, and you have to stand up for it. We have all our dirty past and so many things we can't explain. But today we're telling you that we should be more responsible as far as this thing is concerned. Talking about dating, it's going crazy day by day, bro.
Oh, I know what you mean, man.
Yeah, it's going crazy day by day. And most guys just want to go in there to have some fun and get out. I watched this movie where one guy just had a one night stand with a girl, and boom, she got pregnant, and the guy couldn't, like, just one time. He was like, oh, just one time that we had, and you're pregnant for me? How's that possible? And yeah, just one time, even half a time can get a woman pregnant.
It's a shame. Like you said earlier about how like our like the show you watch, it's like we're being brainwashed to want to procreate, in the wrong way, instead of being a right girl at the right time. But it's really hard because I mean, again, our society, again, you said this before, our society is like programming us to procreate, which is not a bad thing because we need more humans to, if we don't, our race doesn't go extinct.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's also hurting both men and women, making women more objectified and making more men just like they're less interested in an average looking woman. We should always desire the woman for the characteristics of her heart. But us men nowadays, we've been so manipulated. I won't say manipulated, but so give me a word, not manipulated. Influence. Yeah. For example, even like in history, the Coke bottle, it's even shaped like a woman's hips. Yeah, like a woman's hips, and all like the little, like, even cartoons, women are like little pencils, like oh man, I forgot this one show my mom used to like when she was growing up. I forgot the name. It's I think it's called Betty Boo, and she's just like the skinny little thing with this massively large head. She's like just walking with her hips, going places, and it's just like us men. And us men see these things, and we like want our women to be like pencils, obviously, and even with me, like, unfortunately, I want a woman that's, thick in the right places, if you catch my drift. Anyway, anyway, basically, we're just kind of programmed in this day and age to be very aroused, and once we get a taste of sexual pleasure, it's like we can't get enough. We want more, and the more we get into that, a guy, a theologian dude. He's not a theologian. He's I forgot. Is that Frank Turk dude? Right? He said that sex is like a fire. It keeps you warm. It keeps you toasty.
Oh damn!
But if you let it, if you don't control the fire will consume your house. And then will consume everybody else. Yes, it will consume everybody else. So you gotta keep an eye on the sex. So I mean, we all have sexual energy. By the way, Frank Turk just basically said this: like you need to basically control your sex fire, basically. So we all have sex fire in us, but we have to learn to control it, or we'll have more fatherless children.
Yeah, control.
Yes.
The second point that I want to score is take your time and identify the right partner.
Easier said than done, man. Easier said than done.
The environment is more artificial. And women, an advice, try to be real.
So wait, what?
Be real.
Be real. Okay.
I'm not talking as a devil's advocate, but there is something I've noticed that some women recently do a lot of branding, and like they furbish up, do some kind of things like to attract men.
Oh yes.
And when these men go to them due to the things they present, at the end of the day, the men do not actually see them like that, because they will have to live with them in a long time. And in most cases, when they get them pregnant, they don't want to continue with this relationship. So it's more better to remain natural as I mean, like, to try as much as possible to be at least natural. You will get your partner who wants and loves you for what you are,
what you got.
That's it. That is gonna reduce these phenomenons where people get into relationships today and go out tomorrow. Try as much as possible to be natural. And then for boys, let's read some of the comments from Miranda in the platform. This one says, there are many boys in men's body.
Wait, bones or boys?
Boys.
There are many
boys in man's body. I understand what she says. So Miranda,
do you mean like you talking like metaphorically speaking, or are we talking about?
Yeah, that's metaphorically speaking. Okay. She's saying that. Let's give a shout out for that.
Boys in men's bodies. Boys in men's bodies. What?
Yeah, this one. Do you know what she's talking about?
I basically think, if I'm not mistaken, she's talking about like a lot of men are, we're old, but we still have we're childlings at heart. We basically, we get older, but we still act like a child. And that could be just because either two things: one, the man never had a father in his life, or two, he had a father in his life, and the father unfortunately spoiled him to death, or three, anonymous. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to act like I know every man's heart. I just know this man's heart, Timothy Lawrence Mabry's heart. I mean, my dad, he gave me everything, and yet I wouldn't say I was spoiled, but he gave me everything I needed to survive. He gave me goals and objectives. He taught me how to clean my face, brush my teeth, and pretty much tell me what I need to do to be a man. Yeah. So basically, sorry, I'm mansplaining here. Let me just slow down a little bit. All right, so really quick before you speak, let me say, here's the thing: some men are just children at heart because it is what it is. It's just how we are,
No, she's not talking about. She is talking about irresponsible men.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, Miranda. I was so off. I was epic.
The point here is, the thing where you come in front of a girl, you show up, you got a V boot, you got a V around, you want to feel cool, and you're the big G. But at the end of the day, when you get her pregnant, you don't want to assume your responsibilities. You are irresponsible. So you are a boy in a man.
I was way off.
And this is very, very rampant. So many men are boys. To be a man is beyond.
So let me just say, okay, make sure I'm understanding this all right here. So to be a man, you got to take responsibility for your actions.
Yeah, it's not just the little stuff that you've got in between your legs that makes you a man, or the muscles that you eat nice food and carbohydrate and pumps your blood and I'm the man. No, it takes far more beyond simple masculine characteristics, and that's what Miranda is talking about. Let's read her second comment. The comments are coming in.
They're coming in fast.
This one say, men these days have missed the true meaning of marriage, and many are just too excited to become a family man, and they don't know the responsibility that follows. Let me read it again. Yeah, she confirms that I got her point. Okay, so that's it. So let me read this comment again. Wow, she has to earn the top fan badge. She says, men these days have missed the true meaning of marriage. Many are just too excited to become a family man, and they don't know the responsibility that follows. To be honest with you, at a certain point, this idea where women are also stressed up to work to take care of the family now, this feminist women empowerment is good, but it also has a downside. Normally, if the society were well constructed, women will be more and well treated, and they don't need to work their asses to feel comfortable. It is the place of a man to take care of the family.
Responsibility.
That is his natural calling. You got to bleed. You have to bleed your ass to take care of the family. That's why the education of the child is placed in the hands of the woman.
Did you say bleed or breed?
Bleed. Oh. Bleed your ass up.
That sounds painful.
All right, so the thing is, it sounds funny, right? But the thing is, serious. Yeah, the thing is, when you look historically speaking, as the time has evolved, the role of the man has always been to protect
and provide. PP.
Protect and provide. The PP. Yeah, to provide and protect.
Yes.
He has been the one to take the bait. He has been the one to provide for the family. And when you go to the Arab world, you see these traditions, they still exist, where the woman doesn't work. She has the right to take care of the babies, take care of her meals, make herself more beautiful for her man. This has been the responsibility of the man, the PP. Go beyond your physical capacity to protect your family and provide for them. Never, ever look at it as it is a burden. It is your natural default responsibility. You are not designed to be comfortable on your own. That's the role of a man. And if these things are actually respected, the world is going to be more and more secure.
If I could bring up a question, though, if I could play the devil's advocate, how do we make a society that can treat both the woman and put the man in his place?
Well, come again?
How do we make a society where we treat women with respect and yet put men in their place? You know what I'm saying?
This is it. It's kind of a very difficult point to talk about, but the honest thing is that something has to precede the other. Something has to precede the other. You need to work your ass, bro. Yeah. So I think yeah, you're funny. So welcome vibes with Pet, and she is a strong woman. I suggest you follow her on Facebook. Yeah, she's got a very nice content that she provides. I think she almost comes live at least twice a week. Yeah. You will have to. She's a very strong lady. Hi, vibes with Ted. We are so happy to have him here. Hey. So, as a matter of fact, I was saying that the man was not constructed to have a comfortable zone. He was constructed for PP. PP. Provide and protect. That is why in olden days the men were always the one to go for war, to fight and protect the territory. Where the women had to stay back and take care of the kids. If you are not a good father, your kids will not respect you. Because they will respect what the mom tell them. Like she is the one that gives them the education. If you are bad dad to your wife, your kids won't respect you. True. So, ladies and gentlemen, followers of the Franco Women Organization that would like to abbreviate DFWO, we suggest that you should follow Vibes with Pet. She's got also nice content for you. She is a woman and she is working for the cause of the betterment of the society. And I suggest you also check out her social handles. So yeah, bro, let's read this one. This one. She says humility and true love is the key. Miranda thinks that humility and true love should be the key. If both partners are humble and they love each other, it's gonna definitely avoid fatherless kids. They're gonna father their children, right? It's gonna do what again? It's gonna avoid this court cases of child support thing, because it is not the same as being responsible. Child support is not the same as being responsible. You are obliged, first of all, by law, to pay a certain sum of money over a kid, be it your biological child or not, in circumstances where you won't even have the opportunity for this kid to call you dad. Because you are absent, and in most cases, even if you grow up, it is going to depend on him if he want to come around to say hi to you. So you are normal. You don't help that kid because you love him or her. You are being obliged by the law. The arm of the law. When the law speaks, nobody can speak the contrary. So what she's saying is that humility and true love is the key. When you are humble and you love each other, definitely you're not going to take your children to court for them to decide on how much you're going to pay for your own kid that you gave birth to on earth. I think that's a very great point. Let's see this one with Miranda. She says, if we can stop faking things around us, we can change a lot in the society. Yeah, fake.
Well, let's get 3 examples real quick. 3 examples of I guess fake. 3 examples.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just give you a very typical example here.
Okay, one tip. Okay, go for number 1. Okay, we got 1. All right, number 1.
Like furbishing and branding. Like
furbishing and branding.
Yeah, like this kind of thing where women are meant to do. They do that. Like kind of want to present themselves in certain beauties that they are not there. Like maybe you can meet a woman online, she's doing makeup every day, she want to talk to you, she do camera filter, she want to talk to you, and the day you meet her, like boom, she's not what actually.
Deception. Deception.
Yeah, so the day you meet her, she's like you know what I'm saying, right? And then another form of faking is
number 2.
Disguise behavior. Like this kind of people who have a behavior and they don't show it. They behave differently. They hide their real self. Because like a man who want a woman, definitely like every man when he sees a woman is only thinking about one thing.
Bacon.
Yeah, he's thinking about one thing. I want you to tell me what man you think about.
We'll just say it's bacon. Let's just say it's bacon. That's our word right now. Bacon. They're thinking about the bacon.
Yeah, and then that is where the faking thing comes in. Like they want to furbish, they want to do some kind of things, hide their characters, and they don't actually show their real self. That is faking.
But what if the real self is dangerous?
Of course. Look, the thing is, the society sometimes also condition these things. Why a girl will want to behave, like furbish herself to behave differently, like to present herself differently, is also because she wants a nice man. It's not actually because she have some bad intentions. Also, likewise with men. But the bottom line is that if you really want to have something permanent in your life, you have to be real. Because you will meet somebody who will definitely like you for who you are, for what you've got. But if you have to just want to I want to furbish myself and do like kind of things because I want to look so good, you're not gonna find it very easy.
You can't fake it to make it in this scenario.
It's not possible.
No.
So in order to avoid child support, be real. The way you do your dates, so you can love. So when you get married, you can live together. If you fake, you meet there are situations where you can be dating a girl online and you spend a lot of money with her. The day you meet her, you don't really love this woman, but you're like, let me just eat some milk cake. And then after that, a child comes in, but you didn't like her. What happened? What was the cause? Because she faked.
But how do you show that you like a person? I mean, it's just the human mind is so crucial. I don't understand. How do you show that you like someone? What do you buy them food? You laugh at their jokes. You like their farts. You meet their parents. What do you have to show to this woman that you love her? What do you have to do? I don't understand. And the hardest question that woman asks a man is, what are you thinking about? That question is horrible. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about, huh? I don't know how to answer that question. I'm just saying, am I wrong? It's the hardest question for a man.
It's crazy, right? It's very crazy.
I think the second worst question, scary, I'm not saying worst, but scariest question a woman to ask is, how are you doing today? I don't know. Man, I mean, it's a simple question, but it's a complicated answer. I'm telling you, my brain is not a supercomputer. It's a Macintosh. It's complicated, okay?
You got that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, it's just going from all directions, bro. Like the situation in the US is very. It's okay. I want to correlate this before I should correlate this to another situation in Africa that is very real and very close to that. Is the fact that the more this issue of child support is increasing, the more women or men don't want to engage, don't want to be serious, just want to play. And it's going to affect the continuity of the generations in the future. They're going to be less bird, or better still, more children without fathers. And in any case, it's not going to have a stable society.
Yeah.
So I wanted to correlate this. Before I should correlate that, I wanted to read the comment of Siona. We neglected that. She says that one of the best ways to avoid fatherless children is staying away from premarital sex.
Yes.
Women and men should wait till after marriage.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a very, very big important.
What's your name?
Siona.
Siona, give me a high five.
Yeah, high five.
You gotta keep it in your pants. 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 I'm just saying, like, that's the best wisdom a woman can give to a man, and a man can give to a woman. Keep it in your pants. Power over the yum yum. Power over the yum yum. I'm just saying how it is. You got power over it, man. I mean, like, Brother Franco, you gotta understand. Like, you're right. I mean, you can't just, sex is the frosting on the cake. You gotta realize there's more than just frosting. You can't just that's a good frosting. It's more than just that. You got a whole cake. Okay, tell me, what's in a cake? What else besides frosting is in the cake? Okay, in a cake, what do we have? We have a cake. We have what's in a cake? Is it just frosting?
We have a lot of things in the cake.
We have the bread, the flavor. It's more than just the topping. You got to be able to eat the entire cake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, but at the same time, this brings me up another point. Life is kind of fast, and I can see sometimes why people jump to, they hurry up and have premarital, and because life is short. Life is never guaranteed. So maybe that some of the reasons why people seem to jump the bandwagon and have sex before marriage. But at the same time, I would argue we need to be just wise how we live. We don't want to always be talk frank. I'm sorry.
For me, I think you're right. Life is very short, and the societies are getting more crazy day by day. It's becoming very hard for a boy to be able to make a living before he's 35, to be able to sustain a family before he's 35. These are realities that we need to look at it in the mirror and say the things the way they are.
I'm talking to the man and man. I'm asking him to change his ways. Sorry, Frank, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but you're right.
I like the intervention. That's why we are here. This is more of fun and an educative show. Yeah,
I mean, like, it's serious, man. Like, you're making me want to cry a little bit because it's just so hard, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think you're blunt, man. Like, it's hard, man.
Okay, let me cry. This is how we used to cry. When we were young, we used to do like this. You lick your arm and put some tears on face. Oh my God! If you want to pretend like you're crying, you do this kind of things. Coming back to what I'm saying.
Okay, back to what you're saying.
She underscored a very important point that men and women have got to abstain from sexual intercourse before until they get married. And I was saying that it's very good, but is easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
The society, the way it is constructed now, and the difficulties that almost all the nations in and around the world are facing, it is absolutely very difficult now for a man to be able to build a family less until he's 35. Until he's 35. So many men start their families at 35. This is because, first of all, to go to school takes a lot of time. To get a job is a myth, and things are just getting crazy. And to also find the right partner is another story that we wouldn't talk about that today. And I'm just asking, is it going to be possible for a young man to stay his entire active life till he's 35 before he can have sex with a woman? So this is a very daunting and very difficult task.
It's a difficult task.
And these are realities we need to face and try to see how we can solve these problems and take into consideration this kind of realities. So that's the point.
I mean, it's hard, not easy. I mean,
yeah, but that notwithstanding, Fiona has got a very big point. There is always something I always reproach religions around the world. If you say that kids should have to get married before they experience certain things, you need to create enabling environments for those things to be possible for these children.
I agree.
You need to create a very enabling environment, right? You cannot keep giving orders to children and the environment is not conducive for them. And you are aware that even the first man who was created fell into sin. And you will give the laws regardless of the difficulties that we face in the world that we live in. You must get married before you have sex. So it means if you don't get married, you won't have sex. You won't give birth to children. And you, at the same time, the society is making it so way that, the society is making it so way that a girl will have to wait for a man to ever go to her. Man, these things, I just want a good society where things will be leveled, grounded for women to feel comfortable, for men to do the right things. Let enabling ground be created. I always think that I don't want to go to that subject because it's a very sensitive one, but I always think that if I were to be an owner of a church, what I would do is that all my followers, they will have an account, a bank account. When they go to church on Sunday, if you got $2, you give $1 to God, and you give $1 to yourself.
Okay.
Under the church auspices, because the church will have the moral responsibility to make sure that you are good in the society. This kind of churches that only ask, take.
Tithe and offering, yeah.
Tithe and offering. You just imagine you go to church for over 30 years, and each Sunday you go to church, you give $1 or $2. Do you know how much is that worth? And sometimes after 30, you don't have a job, and the church cannot give you one. So that aside,
I like that idea. I'm gonna sort of save that here for a second.
And they will tell you every day that you need to stay away from sex. You need to make a job, but you need to get a job before you can get married. But they don't know that they are actually one of the reasons why you don't have a job. Because every day you go to church, you give money.
I know what you mean.
Just imagine every day you go to church, you drop in a token in your bank account, What's going to happen after 5 years? If you go to school, you don't have a job, you can take them and open a business and be able to get married and have a nice family, bro. That was not the topic, by the way. So
I like the idea, though. I mean, I like the idea. You got some good brain. You got some stuff to
because the church has got the moral opportunity, the moral authority.
Yes.
You open a bank account. Every day when you put this in your bank account, give this to the Lord.
I like that. I like that.
It sounds more cool.
I believe the church should help train men to be better men to their fellow men and women. I'm not sexist. I like the women.
That is it. Yeah. Okay, as you say, if you're a poor man, Miranda is saying that if you're a poor man, approach the lady with your poverty. If you are scattered, let her see the real you. Don't fake to attract love, because that really.
Miranda, I get you.
She's very smart. We're gonna have some conferences.
I can't show you my heart. I'm a man. You can't look at my heart. As guys, it's just, oh man, it's hard though. Miranda, what you saying? I know it's just like how old, this is a kind of old comment, looks like, but Miranda, it is hard.
She's there. She's alive.
That is hard. I am sorry, but man, we don't like to show that part. We want to try. We put on our Gucci's, we put on our fake Adidas hats. We try to look all bougie and whatnot, but we can't show you the true us. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, we want to impress you. I mean, we have to look impressive to impress. We can't just simply show you our problems. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take your problems first. We gotta show you what we got. Take your problems. Then we focus on our own problems later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ourselves are good, your problems, then our problems. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not basically to comment on your comment. That is a hard thing for a man to show him the true self. That is hard.
That's very hard. But that is actually the reason why the environment is fake. I'm wondering how many women will want to go out with a tattered man, with a man that's got that's not well presentable, that's not well dressed, that's not well fabric, that doesn't look kempt. How many women? So these things are just like that. So we are talking about these cases, and I want to talk about a situation back home. I can't forget to talk about that, of so many children who are fatherless, but the fathers are alive, some well-to-do. Yeah, because there is, in most traditions, if you have a kid with a baby with a girl, and you both are not married, definitely she's gonna. You can claim the legal paternity of the kid. You will have to either marry her mom or you leave it like that. And most men wouldn't like to take care of the babies if they are not legally their kids.
True.
I just hope that this kind of situation could actually be looked into in the future, to at least give the kids the possibility for their parents to take care of them. The truth is, even when you father children, sometimes you might still grow up and they don't look after you when you're old. But that notwithstanding, men like to have that ego in them, that this is my son, with some proofs. You can't just say, this is my child, and you're not the father biologically. It's okay, but so some men, they don't see that is a good thing. It goes back to this situation in the US, and I hope there could be a kind of a closer legislation in Africa regarding this kind of situations where children have fathers, but they're not being fathered. And they're suffering on the street to mind while their parents are alive. I wish there could be a legislation closer to that, but not that focusing only on the men. If somebody has got to pay something for an upbringing of a child, let the woman also do, as far as the case of the US is concerned. If not, we talked about this weird instance where a girl, she gets pregnant for one man, and she doesn't tell the biological father of the baby that she's pregnant for him. She tells the other guy, and then the guy comes in and take care of everything and write his name on the birth certificate of the kid. And after some time, the girl comes up and say, I think you're not the real father of this baby. Let's go for a test. And the guy who is the real father say, I think you could be the father of my kid, but he looks like you. And at the end of the day, the kid ends up with two parents. One is biological and the other one is legal. And the court will be like, you the biological father, you need to give child support to this baby. You, the legal father, need to give child support to this baby. I'm just wondering if that same woman does the same thing for another pregnancy for two different men. At the end of the day, she would have 4 kids with 8 fathers, and all of them are giving her child support. That could be a source of employment.
Yeah, that's a business right there. I'm even looking at the kid. The kid gets. Do you understand how many gifts this kid gets for Christmas? This kid is loaded. I thought the woman was giving. Can you imagine the kids, 4 dads, and they all provide? That's a good deal. That woman is.
That is it. So the legislation will have to actually check into these things, because in as much as we want to advocate for women, we don't want to advocate only for women, but we also want to try as much as possible to help some think positively and do things rightly. You can't fight for people who are not doing the right things. It's not going to work, Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the show with Don Franco and Tim on this particular topic, how to avoid child support and reduce the increase of fatherless kids in and around the world and make the women more comfortable, just put a like and it's here. And most especially, follow our pages. Facebook on Don Franco Women Organization, YouTube DFWO Show. Just go click like button and follow the page.
Subscribe.
Do not even dare move an inch without having subscribe. Please subscribe. Subscribe.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, that looks fake.
That looks like fake crying. Yeah, so okay, let's read one comment from Miranda. You have something to say, bro? I'll allow you to read this one.
I'm sorry, the text is so small.
Are you for real?
Our world today, it seems people has lost it. It's like they can't do without sex. Well, yep. I mean, everyone's a little HORNY these days. It's the end of the world, but people are still going to be wanting to produce babies, or just wanting the frosting on the cake, if you catch my drift. I don't know what it is. I don't really know. Okay, dude, I'm serious. Like, it's crazy, I mean, what, like COVID-19, like that whole 2020 fiasco. I mean, literally, like you think like people would just be slowing down, but people still want to be, doing the oldest world profession. They still want to be, making, I mean, it's the threat of nuclear war. Still, people seem to get more, roused every year. Like the thoughts of man. Like goodness, like could we slow down with the baby making or the people have lost it. I mean, we gotta have self-control. You have to look inside your heart and really water down, because you have sexual energy. Every person, every oxygen breathing human on earth has sexual energy. We all have it. I don't care if you won. Oh no, I'm sorry. Age of consent. Age of consent. From the age of consent to the age of 120. And I know this is true. Old people still get it, because a pastor once told me the story that he was going to evangelize at a hospital, and let's just say the man was still struggling with some sexual sin, the old man, and the pastor kind of walked in on some very disturbing things. Yeah. Let's just say, no matter what age you are, you got to learn to control your sexual energy. Like as humans, I mean, boy, girls, we have to hold it in. Hold it in. Gotta hold it in. You hold it in like a, gotta hold it in.
Talking about sex, yeah.
You gotta hold it like a poop. You gotta hold it in.
Yeah, talking about sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
$10 million, and you don't have to have sex till you die. Which one?
Not allowed. I'll take the 10 million.
What?
Wait, what's the options again? 10 million or what? I just saw the money. It's like I could really use 10 million right now.
What? The question is, let me take it over and over again for our audience. Take me witness, yeah? $10 million, and you never have sex. Not even till you leave this earth.
Oh, I'll take the 10 million. 10 million. 10 million. I'm sorry.
Okay. 10 million. You're gonna take 10 million? Are you for real, bro? Oh,
I'm sorry.
My God.
I honestly.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think sex is that great until you're married, to be honest with you. I just, sex doesn't last forever. I can do a lot with $10 million. I can help people. I can, God, please don't take any notes of this, by the way. I do want to have sex, but I prefer, like, if I had the money to help people, I would help myself, obviously, and then help others with that 10 mil. Like, I could do some good damage with that money. But I just think, sex, I just feel like it's overrated in in history, in our day and age. Like, we just like that pleasure, but we don't like that responsibility. So I feel like, honestly, I can do without sex. To be honest with you, I'm just blunt with you. Like, I will be celibate if I have to be. I don't want to be celibate, but if the Lord wants me to be celibate, I'll be celibate. But to be honest with you, like, I think sex doesn't last forever. So just like money doesn't last forever. But like, if I gotta be single for the rest of my life, I'm fine as long as I can have a meaning in my life. Because to be honest with you, raising kids, raising kids is, obviously, having sex with your wife and then raising kids is a risk. You never know. Like, if you're raising the right way, they can still come out as devils. You know what I mean? And you don't want to just have random sex with someone because that woman may have a disease. You know what I mean? So, I would rather have the 10 mil and invest that money and try to help people in this life and make a legacy for myself. Yes, I'll be single, but at least I have a legacy to die off. Because would I rather die knowing I have two kids who could be the next Joseph Stalin or the next Hitler, or would I rather have something I did in society where I help people? That's what I have to kind of, my last heartbeats. Like, I have to kind of limit to myself. I personally, to me, sex is overrated. Sex, yeah, it feels good, but it doesn't last forever, and money does not last forever. So, to be honest with you, I would rather have the 10 mil. Because you never know, you can have sex with a really bad person and turn out to have bad kids. Like, I think sex is overrated. I'm sorry. I think it's overrated.
Oh my God, you're making me feel sweaty.
I just feel like it's overrated.
All right. Before I go into read what our audience have said, let me just read what they said first, right? Okay, all right, okay. Nina is a member of the organization as well.
Cool. Hi, Mina.
We're so happy. Hello.
I hope you get what we mean, huh?
Yeah.
Don't be intimidated by me. I know
his name is Tim, and don't be intimidated by him.
Get it? Intimidating?
Yeah. So she says, "Hey guys, watching live from Cameroon. Hey everybody over there in Cameroon.
Make some room for Cameroon.
That's it. Make some room for Cameroon. If you're in Cameroon, let's shout out to that big country in Central Africa, Cameroon. Yeah. So, Nina says it's hard to choose.
It's hard to
between
choose.
10 million and no sex till you leave this earth.
Mm.
Okay, let me just reserve my comment here first. I'm gonna come back to that later. And she secondly says, "I'll go for sex, bro. Period."
Mm.
And then Miranda says, "I'll go for 10 million." Whoa, you've got a partner here. Whoa!
High five. Yes. To be honest with you, if the feeling of sex had lasts forever, like it's a different story. But sex doesn't last forever. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're packing it for like eternity, but no one's packing it for eternity. We only like last up to 30 minutes if we're fortunate enough. You know what I'm saying?
This is for you. This is for you from Nina. She say, "I smell fear in you, bro, when you talk about not having sex for life. Sex is food men, like this food for men." What do you think about that?
It's food for men?
Like sex is like food, like FOOD.
Fuel for men.
No, FOOD.
Oh, what's that? Fuel, like a car.
Food.
Oh, food.
Sex is like food.
Okay, but for one woman or for many women? Because keep in mind, you gotta think about the women though. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, yeah, I just want to be honest with you, I just want one girl. That's it, and have sex with her. I don't want to have sex with multiple women because multiple women mean multiple problems. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would rather have sex with just my GF when I'm married to her, and that's I don't want none of that unnecessary drama because I just because think about it, sex hurts people. Am I wrong? Does sex hurt people? The sex hurt people. You know what I'm saying? If you have sex with some random stranger, it's going to hurt you and that person. It may feel good for a moment, but the effects last for decades. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you could do to that person, and you don't know what that person can do to you. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, being a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Were you really for real when you said you go for 10 million?
I'm serious. Like I don't think sex is that. I mean, I go the pleasure of it. Feels great and all, but I want the feeling doesn't last forever. You know what I'm saying? Like it only lasts for like 30 minutes, man.
The truth is, it's like putting someone in a tight corner. That question is actually very hard. It's like putting someone in a tight corner.
Yeah. What's up? Wait, pressure me, man. Is that what you find? I'm sorry.
It's so crazy. Sorry, guys. It's so crazy in here. So the point is, man, sex is good
when used effectively.
This is good.
Yeah. Sex, there's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing. I mean, I wouldn't be alive, and this guy wouldn't be alive either if we didn't have sex and exist.
Yeah, and the point is, sometimes I don't really know if it was designed originally just for procreation or was really to enjoy the pleasures that it comes with. I usually ask this question, but to be honest, even if you raise this amount to 100 million, I will go for sex, bro. You raise it for trillions, I will still go for sex. You raise it to what's the highest value of money?
I don't know. I might change my opinion on the next show.
I will still go for money. I will still go for it. I can't go for the money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't go for the money. You know why?
Okay, but can I ask a question? Okay,
you know why? Can
I ask a counter question? Let me ask a counter question. Okay, which sex is better, with your girlfriend, which I hope will be your future wife, or with some random girl that you met, but she'll leave you after you guys have sex?
Bro, sex is sex, man.
That ain't got me there, but I'm just saying, like, doesn't it feel different when you have a girlfriend?
For me, they're not absolutely good or bad. It depends. You can have sex with a woman today, and you don't feel comfortable, but the next day you have the sex with the same woman, you feel more comfortable. Sex goes with time and adaptability. To know a woman, to adapt to her system. is another thing.
So it's like pizza.
Yeah, when you just meet some woman just randomly on one day, you might never have a good experience with her. So it all boils down to time, and the reason why we need to take time to choose and to respect your decisions, as a matter of fact. So it's hard to say if it's right or not. Um, but there is something I would like us to talk about. Like, yeah, the sex in marriage is not the same as the one in relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because marriage comes with its own kind of problems, and it becomes also. But we shouldn't get out of the point.
Yeah.
What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? You are watching the Don Franco Women Organization.
Don Franco Women Organization with Tim and Franco.
And
Frank and Tim. Sorry.
At this particular moment, we are broadcasting on YouTube. If you go to YouTube on DFWO show, we are live streaming on YouTube at this particular moment. We are live streaming on LinkedIn. We are live streaming on Facebook profile and our Facebook page. We have a very great package that we are going to announce to you as time is unfolding. So, ladies and gentlemen, tighten up your belts and join us as we take you down to this journey to make sure that the situation of the woman will never ever remain the same again. We cannot do that without you. We count on you for everything. We count on you for the success of this channel. Please do like, do share. Even when you're watching this video after the show, consider to share to other platforms so we can keep rolling with Facebook without having any crashing sessions. It's so awesome today. If we've had some crazy scenes that you've seen us switch back and forth, is something with our camera. It's nothing to do with the Facebook platform. I really feel so comfortable, and I thank Facebook and other platforms for hosting this live show up to this point without any crash. Ladies and gentlemen, we feel so comfortable, and today we're talking about how we can avoid child support, how we can reduce fatherless kids in the world, and how we can also try as much as possible to make our women feel more comfortable, because a comfortable woman is the assurance that the society is in good shape. One of the reasons why there is chaos, where there is rise of different forms of identity around the world, is because the woman is inside distress. The woman is in trouble. The woman, the female race. Have you noticed, like, this generation of women who wanna do surgeries, back surgeries? Yeah, and they do boobs. They do boobs. They do the birds.
Noses, ears.
The
head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Knees and toes.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. And boobs and butts. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, Don Franco, brother, you think we live in the most fakest generation ever?
It is fake.
I mean, bro, like, think about it. Think about all our celebrities, well, not role models, but celebrities, like Kim Kardashian, Nicki Minaj. You know, when I was in 10th grade, I thought her buttocks was legitly real. Many people told me, like, no, it's fake. I'm like, no, I believe it's real. When it was in 10th grade, no, but after I grew up a little bit, I started to believe. And I did the research, and I came to the conclusion that her buttocks is fake. Okay, but here's this thing. Like, what I've realized is, like, our generation is like, it's. I mean, like, we're the fakest generation because of the, like, just the personalities, the additional, like, buttocks. I don't mean to call people fake. No, you guys. I don't know you guys. I don't know. I'm just saying in general. Like, we have. I mean, we're the most. I feel the distort generation in the world. We have everything in this generation. We have food, technology, but we still act more artificial.
Yeah. Okay. The point is that uh, celebrity life. Celebrity life is not real. It's
Are
kind
you
of
sure? Are you sure it's
it's
not real?
no. In order
Hmm.
to call to get attracted to the human beings,
Hmm.
you've got to always present something extraordinary. It can be you naturally, but you can also go beyond. But these are personal decisions that celebrity do, but that celebrities do, but it's not really a model
Hmm.
for our society. The thing is, I'm wondering actually, for who do they do the butt and the boob?
You know, it could be for just them.
Yeah, that's why. That's why we are going to talk on this show about this thing, really to elaborate, because some people might think that women put fake hair, fake lipsticks, fake butts, fake boobs, and all that because they want to please the men.
But lipsticks are
No,
already
yeah,
fake.
maybe,
They're not.
yeah,
I mean,
maybe I made a mistake there.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I may not know a lot about women, but I'm pretty sure lipstick is pretty fake. I mean, if that was real, I think we might have a problem.
Yeah,
That's what she's sorry.
and so I think I'm always wondering if it's really because of men, because even the most ones that've got the nice but the boyfriend still dumb them. They are still dumped. Even the ones that are beautiful, even the ones that have money, even the ones that are so attracted, even the ones that have got fame, they still have crisis in their relationship. So what's going on?
I don't know.
Is it for the opposite sex that people do these things, or just for themselves?
We need to hear this from the woman's perspective. We gotta
From
know what's
the
in the
woman's
heart.
perspective.
I don't know. Like you would think they're doing it for their boyfriend or to get a boyfriend, but what if there's a different meaning? What if the girl is hiding some type of mind thing going on? You know, so who knows what be going on in the woman's mind? It could be anything. I don't know. I know she got big boobs and a fake butt, but what's really behind those things?
That's it.
What's in the inner shell? What are you hiding?
That's it.
What are you trying to hide from us? Are you okay? Are you talking to a psychologist? Do you have a therapist? Where did he hurt you? Here, or over here? Come on, tell us. Speak your mind. Speak your heart.
Yeah, that's something that
Or is your heart plastic too?
You got a plastic heart? Yeah, that's something that we really need to look into these things because yeah, it's very important.
We are like, why? You know, it's yeah. I mean, why? It just, you know, why? Like, is it just to look good? Come on, ladies, tell us why. Is this a secret from men? You don't want to tell us, like other women, why they have to have the extra uplift? I mean, is it health reasons? Is it what's going on? You know? So please tell us your opinion. Why do women? Why? I mean, we want this from the woman's perspective. Now, I, as a man, could just assume that women are just doing this to our guitar.
Yeah.
Hey there, I'm looking at you, looking pretty good. Yeah,
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just with my eyeballs really trying to impress me, but I don't know. It could be a different agenda or motive. Maybe. Well, hang on. What if they're an assassin and they use their buttocks? They use their to suffocate men. Think about it. What if you see how big the things are? They can just suffocate like this. They just like go grab a guy, put them in their chest, and suffocate them. What's the agenda?
Do you know? Talking about suffocation, there's this video where I saw one guy. He's dating one thick lady. She just sat on him like he couldn't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's so crazy, yeah. It's so crazy. All right, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this is actually one of the reasons why they have to use the other way around to bring men down through child support. Don't fake it. We like you the way you are. The truth is, let me talk from the perspective of a man. When a man want to get married, he wouldn't marry you definitely because you've got some big butt. No, he's going to marry you for the value that you represent. Even if he's attracted to your butt when you're dating, watch out. When he's going to get married, he will definitely go for a woman that has got some different values than you. Remain well and also give chance to yourself to excel. It's just a piece of advice. And to be honest, no matter how big your butt is, your boobs, how soft you are, men are only interested in one thing in women. The other things are just flashy, just like a way into. Just keep yourself being more beautiful and have a nice character. Men like women who respect
and can cook.
And can cook. These two. And the third one, yeah, it's very important.
Well, let me say one thing really quick. Ladies, I know most of you will probably find this quite sexist, but please hear me out. Okay. So the woman, I think, is best in the kitchen. You know why? Because she has the right to the food. If the man does a good job, he gets a delicious platter of food. If the man does a bad job, he gets a delicious platter of poison. So women can control the food, control the man's belly. You know what I'm saying? Because he could end up quite smelly if he doesn't get his belly filled. So make sure women know that the kitchen is not just simply a saying or a sexist phrase. Though it is a weapon for the family. Not only in the kitchen, not only do you have in the kitchen food, you also have knives. And when things get out of hand, you can do some cutting.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we are gradually going down to the end of this show. And before we go down, let's just read the last comments from our followers.
Oh, so that was.
Yeah. Nina says, "Oh yeah, we're in this together, bro. About the issue of sex, like she wouldn't exchange it for millions of dollars." And next one, she says, "Sex was designed naturally, and a man who stays long without it always looks depressed." What opinion, bro? You know, her comment reminds me of something. When you are working in an environment with a man who is not married, who doesn't have a girlfriend, and he's your boss.
Wait, was it boss or balls?
He's your boss.
Boss. Okay.
Your boss, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have hard times with this dude. The same thing with a female boss.
Oh no, I don't like female boss. Your boss is like really beautiful and like she looks like she knows she's beautiful and she always dresses,
Yeah, the point is,
you could never get her. She's gonna, like, if you make a mistake, it hurts even more. So it's like you just. That's why I don't like having a female boss, because first off, as a guy, especially if you're having a bad day, you look at her for like a moment, it's like, I shouldn't think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell us that even if you look at a woman with lust, you've committed adultery. So like, man, I don't have a male boss, like literally, because I ain't thinking about him like that. I just want to, want to do my job, work my 9 to 5, get my paycheck, and skedaddle.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's the point. She is very right. And if actually you have a boss who is not sexually satisfied, it's not going to be very well. They're always sad, they look stressed up, and all that is true.
I had a manager one time. I worked for my school my high school back in 2000, like a long time ago, in ancient times, in 2011.
Yeah.
In ancient times, my boss was so mean. She was a beautiful black girl, beautiful girl, like dark chocolate, yum. Yes, but she was my manager. man, she was so mean. But just every time when she said something so mean to me, it hurt. But then I know her boyfriend came to town, right? And well, she acted completely different. She was wearing her like traditional like African like headdress. She brought us all food and she was treating us all nice. I was wondering, man, that man must have had it. He must have gave her the sausage. I mean, she was acting so nice to us, man. Like, bro, I told you she was being mean to us. Like, she was being so mean. But when her boyfriend came in town, the next week saw her, she was like all dressed up beautifully. She said, Tim, are you okay, Tim? Would you like some pizza? I'm like, what's wrong with you, girl?
Yeah, you're right. The truth is, people who do not get enough sex, or at least a little bit of sex, don't behave well. Sex, as she said, I don't know if it's scientifically proven, but personally, in my personal experience, when you have a woman around that you really satisfy her sexually, she's always happy. When we were growing up, we used to see our grandmoms. There are some days where she will get up in the morning and tie her long, they call it wrapper in a native language, a piece of cloth just on top of her boobs, and she'll get out, she will sweep the whole compound, she'll do all the cleaning, wash the dishes. She's like, when she gets up, she is so ignited with this difficult to explain kind of energy. She's very happy, and she will do a lot of chores within a very short period of time, and all these activities are being accompanied by a nice song. When I attained adulthood, I understood why. Because she had a nice session at night. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so on this topic, we were talking about how you can avoid
child support.
And the avoiding thing is how you can just behave more well, try not to be fake, try as much as possible to choose the right partner,
keeping your pants,
playing with women's heart, zipping up your pants,
keeping your pants.
Don't take in women for objects, and also girls, don't trap men, because we all know the life that this is difficult, but you can actually get a right partner who is going to give you the best treatment, and you guys going to raise your kids together. So it was Don Franco and the team. And as we are signing out, we plead with you to share this video, to go far and wide, so we can get more credit and get more motivated to do more videos like this on a live session with you. We are bracing up to making sure that in the future you can co-host, you can be a guest speaker, you can be a presenter with us on this show remotely from wherever you are in the world. You can actually call directly even now, and we'll pick your call, and you are connected to the show. Thank you very much for your attention. A big shout out to Nina, Miranda,
Nina,
Serena, and the rest who stood the test of time.
Thank you, sisters.
This life has been a long one, and they were there with the comments and the expressions. Thank you very much for being there. We hope that we're going to see you in another one.
Yes.
A last word.
To my fellow sisters out there who are fighting the good fight, keep on fighting. If you're single, don't worry. Just keep fighting. You'll find the right man in good timing. You're beautiful. You're beautiful in what you do. And know God loves you. And, just keep working hard. Your blessing is on the way. Don't give up now, okay?
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are signing out. All right. I hope you did enjoy it. We are gonna see you on another one.